the play is, can you see?
Connor has the puck. Made a great shot. One Rebecca. Rebecca score. There it is on the block. It's the first score of the game.
Takes the game over early. It's Burley hit the three. Leo scores. Great shot. Score! Sophie Vernon slides the back of the net from the faceoff circle, and with 1:14 to go, the Raiders take a 3-2 lead.
And welcome back to an all-new Black Red Blitz. As always, I'm your host, Rebecca Karen. When we kick off this new episode, we face off here first at the stadium for girls lacrosse, as only a few more days remain to this busy month of April. And for once, we finally have some great weather here as the Norwood Mustangs come in on Friday, ready for some Bay State Conference action. And the 4-team captains are just ready to help keep that offensive spark lit on this roster. Besides that loss earlier in the season to Westwood, well, this Wellesley team is outscoring the competition in a big way. And it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Scoring 117 goals so far this season, while allowing only 56, we'll get ready for some more to be added right here. Up 2-0 this game initially, it feels like the Brookline game, as Rachel Noah buries a score here for the Mustangs to make it a 2-1 deficit. A timeout is taken. But once again, that timeout is what kicks Raiders offense into high gear. As sophomore Maddie Balter makes this great play of reaching out to grab the dish and bury it as well with this sweet finish. And senior captain Cole Callahan helped spark this Wellesley run either by way of assist like this one, Bridget Noonan, or making the cut herself and netting the score. And that gives Wellesley a 5-1 edge. And Raiders continue to control the offensive tempo as different players get to step up as well. Sophomore Nicole Beckett, a dominating force controlling the draws game after game, gets to switch it up for a second here as she scores a goal for the first time this season. Yeah, when a defender gets to score in lacrosse, well, you know it's going to be a fun game. Caroline Dolan as well, finding ways to make an impact here by way of place-perfect feeds for 2 quick assists. This one goes to Kaylin Tchaikovsky and the other to Grace Ahonen. Off the bench, Abby Silverstein is determined to net this free position try, and does, pushing Raiders into double digits in the closing minutes of this first half. Then adding another beauty right here, Silverstein would net 2 scores back-to-back, as Wellesley is just crushing the Mustangs here, a big 11-1. And Caroline Dolan starts this second half right where Raiders left off. This time, Dolan takes this one in herself for the score. 3 more goals would come for Wellesley as the Raiders earn another blowout win. Wellesley on the road would have a key matchup against a solid Carey Division Braintree squad, boasting an 8-1 record. But Raiders would pass that test convincingly, getting the Womps on the road to improve to 8-3. Well, for Raiders baseball, there have been ups and downs to this season, as their starting pitching has remained solid, but offensively, their bats have struggled. Well, the schedule hasn't helped them out either, as Friday would see them face the Braintree Womps, who have defended their Super 8 championship title exceptionally well this year, remaining the top seed. So a 7-1 loss would push the Raiders to Saturday, where Wellesley could not put a stop to Walpole either, losing an even more frustrating one, 12-5. So here on Monday, facing their divisional rivals, the Natick Redhawks, it's safe to say this game's got to be a must-win. Top first, Henry Weicker on the mound gets 2 quick outs, but then can't find the plate. And so with back-to-back walks, puts 2 on for Mike Gillade. Gillade's infield single here brings Noah Joseph around from second to give Redhawks a quick 1-0 edge. Max Faruqi would smack it to right, but it gets past first base on a bad hop. And so J.J. Hickman crosses home plate as well, the second run of the inning. Henry Weicker, though, gets Aiden Mahagan to ground out, leaving the bases juiced. But Natick still holds a 2-0 advantage. Top second, Alex LaGreca, 90 feet away. Austin Twist grounds it to first, the throw to home plate, and LaGreca beats the tag. And so Wellesley is down 3-0. Bases loaded with all Raiders though, bottom second, nobody out. First pitch to John Cioffi is a pass ball. Pitcher Sean Harney can't hold on to the throw, and Will Horblett slides in safely for the first Raider run. Cioffi still at bat, bloops to second. Throws on time, but Aiden Mahagan can't grab it. And Wellesley, cashing in on Red Hawks' mistakes here, cut the deficit to only 1. And Natick looks to add to their 1-run lead very next inning here in the third. About 2 gone already, Isaac Weicker makes sure no one else is scoring again off his younger brother, making a fantastic catch, ending the threat and the inning. What an effort by Isaac Weicker to keep this a 3-2 game. Great defense continues in this third though as Redhawks get this inning-ending double play thanks to this diving grab by Noah Joseph, who then gets the runner at second. So after 3 played here at Sprague, it remains 3-2 Natick. Henry Weicker lays down a perfect 1-2-3-4, striking out the side, giving his teammates the best chance to keep that momentum and to turn it into a lead for the first time. And so Raiders waste no time in this fifth as pitcher Sean Harney finally hits a wall. And that starts first with Colin Blasco leading off the inning with a clutch double. Next batter, Brendan Dolan, lays down the perfect squeeze, and Dolan is even safe as the throw gets by first base. And Blasco comes around from second, and just like that, we've got a tied ball game here, 3-3. A second pass ball on another catchable Sean Harney pitch here in this fifth. With runners on second and third, Brendan Dolan takes advantage and scores the go-ahead run. Matt Mayona officially puts an end to Harney's day on the mound right here, landing an RBI single past the infield, giving Wellesley a 5-3 lead in what becomes a key fifth inning for the Raiders. So we fast forward to the seventh, Red Hawks with one last chance, and they aren't going down easy. But behind 3 scoreless innings in relief by pitcher Matt Mayona, Isaac Weicker scoops up the grounder, and more importantly, the throw is on point and on time for the third and final out, and that is game. So Wellesley, down by 3, fought back to only a 1-run deficit and then made it count in that key fifth as they took the lead for good. It's always fun beating your rivals, but it's even better when it comes at a time you really needed it. Final score here, Raiders 5, Red Hawks 3. Well, coming off 2 blowout victories on the road at Norwood and Brookline, boys lacrosse would certainly look for more here on Tuesday, as the action brings us right back here to Darcy Field for another Bay State Conference showdown, this time against the Braintree Womps. Well, it's been a solid season so far for this team as they stand in at 6-3. Behind their 5 captains, Michael Bohms, Grant Kasikis, and Brendan Conroy taking care of business offensively, and Bobby Leinhardt and Joe Flaherty putting down some stingy defense. So as these first few seconds tick away here in this first quarter, Raiders immediately on the attack and open up a 2-spot edge thanks to Brendan Conroy and Michael Bohms. Off this face-off, if you blinked, well, you missed it. As Greg Kasikis wins the battle, you know, the huge. Dishes it ahead to Michael Bohms. Bohms hits James Mastriani in stride, and Mastriani lasers it into the back of the cage for a 3-0 lead. So we fast forward to the second where Braintree tries to find some sort of offense after spending a legit 30 seconds total on their own offensive end back in the first. Totally serious here, 30 seconds. Striking on the man-up advantage right here, Womps do get one past Teddy Darcy, but it's an 8-1 Wellesley lead already, so no biggie. And Wellesley quickly gets back that score, winning the ensuing face-off yet again. And Brendan Conroy finds Chris Aitken open, and Aitken doesn't miss the cage either, 9-1. Raiders ain't done yet though, as this delayed penalty, Michael Bohms finds all net, giving Wellesley a quick double-digit lead deep in this second quarter. Raiders are in control here, there's no doubt about that. As it shows on the field and the scoreboard, as Wellesley commands a 13-1 lead, and it's only halftime. Third quarter opens up and Mike Manning joins the list of scorers in this one. But this one is even better as Manning plays defense. Then up by 12, goalie Teddy Darcy's day is pretty much over thanks to this dominating lead. But not before this fantastic point-blank save by Darcy that denies a would-be Womps score. And now Darcy's day is done. So Raiders add the finishing touches to this one, thanks to Nick Marvin and Henry Gear joining in on the fun. And Wellesley can easily put this one down as a final here. Raiders 17, Womps 3. Well, girls softball would be extra busy here as typical spring weather would continue to wreak havoc on outside sports. On Monday, Raiders would shut out Natick, but on Tuesday, fall to Dedham. So here on Wednesday, guess what? Right back here at Lee Field, where it wouldn't get any easier as they face a solid Walpole team standing atop the Herget, who had already beat them on Sunday. Did you get all that? In other words, 4 game days in a row. Yeah, not easy at all. What doesn't help either is Wellesley quickly digs a hole for themselves early here, top first, with 2 throwing errors. Mackenzie Ray comes to the plate with no outs. 1-2 count, Ray drives it deep to left center, just missing a 3-run bomb. Still, this goes down as a 2-run double for Mackenzie Ray. Kate Wilmot takes the next pitch and hits it past Allison Goringer, trading places with Mackenzie Ray at second for the RBI double. Top fifth, Rebels lead now at 6-0 and looking for more. Mandy Scully lines it right back to the mound, but Sarah Farnsworth snags it, spins around, and gets Jill White for the bang-bang double up. Just a fantastic play by Farnsworth, as Wellesley needed that for sure and escape any more damage in this fifth, still down by 6. So already adding a run here in this 6th, though. The pitcher Mackenzie Ray helps out her own cause yet again as she rips this pitch through the infield, bringing home another Rebel run. Through these first 5 innings, Ray has also silenced Raiders' bats. But with 1 gone in the 6th, pitcher Sarah Farnsworth lines it to left in hopes of something to spark Wellesley's offense, so far shut down by Mackenzie Ray. With Farnsworth now on third, Taylor McLennan lofts it shallow right center. Michaela Federico and Jackie McCulhey collide and neither come away with the catch. So Farnsworth scores Wellesley's first run of the game. And Kaylee Mitchell would then fly out to Tess Lawler to end the inning. Raiders break the shutout here, but still face an uphill battle, down 9-1. Deeper into this one, top 7th, Farnsworth day is done, and Julia Pearl comes on in relief. But Walpole's lineup is just so hard to stop, as Jackie McCulhey lines it to left, driving in 2 more. And so this game is officially out of reach here, as the Rebels' lead is now 11-1. Tough loss here for the Raiders, but despite this 14-1 defeat to Walpole, Wellesley has to shift their focus to the very next day, as their 5th game in as many days will be on the road at Newton North. Well, since losing to their rivals Needham earlier this season, boys volleyball has continued to play confident and consistent, well on their way to a 5-game winning streak and an impressive 9-1 record. Here on Wednesday and back at home, Wellesley would look to continue to control the tempo of this game as well, as they hosted the Norwood Mustangs. Opening set, things have played pretty evenly here as Mike Carr helps give the Mustangs a 17-15 edge. And Mustangs would stand the Raiders' pressure here deep in the first, and Jake Fleming makes sure this set goes to Norwood, as they take this one 25-21. But Wellesley quickly forgets that misstep, down by a set, and win the second to tie it back up at 1-1. So up 8-5 in this third, Evan Egger, going up for the stuff, gets a piece of it, and still gets the crazy roll to balance on the net just enough for it to go Raiders' way and point. Mustangs take the next point, but Wellesley gets it right back here as Dylan Horkin sets, and Ben Burns lays down a definitive kill, as Wellesley breaks into double digits first here. Later, Dylan Horkin again sets it up. This time, Chris Novak delivers on this point spike that Adam Gold can't handle. And with a Raider 15-8 advantage, Norwood has no choice but to call a timeout. Raiders keep rolling after that timeout, and in a middle hitter spot, Dylan Horkin is in the right spot, laying down another kill, 22-10, and Mustangs timeout yet again. So Wellesley wins their second set in a row by a commanding 25-10 score, and now lead the game 2-1. Wellesley, with all the momentum here, opens up this fourth, running out with the lead and helped along with some well-shot spikes, including this one by Griffin Walker to make it 8-3 Raiders. Evan Egger then owns this kill, and the Raiders are cruising here with a 10-6 advantage. So up 18-13 now, Dylan Horkin with the serve, and Mustangs' Jake Fleming has a good read on it and falls through, but Evan Egger wins on the quick reflex and spikes it for a 6-point lead. Adam Gold looks to keep it Mustangs' possession as they've got a 21-14 deficit to somehow erase. But again, Captain Ben Burns counters that attack, denying it with another statement kill. Wellesley would not give up their lead in this key fourth and put this game away here for good as they win this one 25-18. So after seeing Norwood control the first set, Raiders took care of the rest and won the next 3 sets in a row by the set scores of 25-18, 25-10, and again 25-18 to win this game 3-1 over the Mustangs for their 6th win in a row. Well, that wraps up this episode, but you know the drill. That just means another exciting episode is headed your way. If you missed out on a past Raiders exciting win, well, don't worry, you can catch it on demand at wellesleymedia.org. Or if you want to catch up on past episodes of Black Red Blitz and hear this fingernails down a blackboard voice, well, that's up to you. You can go to our Facebook and YouTube pages at Wellesley Public Media. And of course, right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39. As always, thank you for watching Black Red Blitz. Go Raiders!
He's got some room to run. Kissman,